Tesla's dramatic drop has wiped out all of the company's gains from November through December. The volatility has some investors jumping ship. But there are some long-term Tesla supporters who believe once the political turmoil settles, the company's innovations will lead it far into the future.
There will be more than 1 billion humanoid robots on the planet.
We sat down with renowned technology investing expert Jeff Brown from Brownstone Research back in December. You can check out our full interview with his take on Tesla as a company, their electric vehicles, and self-driving cars. But what that video missed was Jeff's take on Tesla as a robotics company and just how important this area is to the company's future success. Check out this interview to dive into Tesla's fundamentals and innovations rather than what's going on in politics right now. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
You know a lot about this company and a lot of technical details about them as well, but you have something really exciting to share about the robotics part of this company. Most people know Tesla for their cars, of course,
right?
But there's that whole other part of this company that seems to be growing quite a bit.
I would argue that, Tesla's robotics division, which many people don't even know exists, is by far the most undervalued asset within Tesla, and it may actually become the most valuable asset with Tesla, even potentially more valuable than all of its electric vehicles.
Wow, that's a big statement. So let's talk about these robots. They've been demonstrated publicly. Is there more improvement coming down the road? I think that's what we've seen as a trend in this company and any company involving AI, is that we usually see the first version and eventually the improvements come.
That's right. Well, the first version of Tesla's Optimus was actually a joke. You may have seen this, but when Elon Musk announced the plans to go into robotics, they literally had a human dressed up in a robot suit dancing on stage. And it was just a joke, but those in the industry actually made fun of Elon Musk and Tesla for not having a technical demonstration. And of course, that wasn't the point. And within 9 months, Tesla announced a prototype version, which was far from perfect, but it was able to stand and move. And then I think it was 10 months after that, it came out with its second generation robot, which was by all accounts impressive already. Again, not perfect, but what was relevant was the rate of improvement that we saw in such a short period of time. I mean, Musk and his team at Tesla, his robotics team at Tesla, within the span of 2 years, basically leaped ahead of anybody else in the industry, some players of which had been around for more than 2 decades. And one of the secrets to Tesla's success, which nobody really talks about, is that the foundation of Tesla's humanoid robots, the software foundation, actually came from their self-driving software in their cars. Mm-hmm. Because the right frame to understand what Tesla's doing is that its electric vehicles are really robots on wheels. It is a computer architecture, the brain of which is this artificial neural network, which is this full self-driving software. And the cars have a series of sensors that are all around the car. It actually has 8 external cameras through which it can see the world. The brain, the neural network that drives itself, intakes vision just like humans do. The difference is these cars have 360 degrees worth of vision all the way around the car, whereas, we're limited. And so what Tesla did is it took that as a foundation for its neural network and its Optimus humanoid robots, and that accelerated the development. And so instead of a vehicle, the hardware is now a humanoid robot shape. And so Tesla had to develop the physical hardware, the joints and the actuators. And one of the biggest announcements over the last several weeks was the new hand, which will be used on the 3rd generation of Tesla's Optimus. And you may have seen the pictures of the hand. It was in the October 10th We Robot event that Tesla held, which was really about the cyber cabs and the Revolvin, which is the kind of large self-driving van, people mover. But they did show this hand, which has 22 degrees of freedom. which is really pretty close to what a human hand could do. It's with that kind of degree of freedom, you could actually play a piano. That's a very, task that requires a lot of fine motor skills.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's so exciting is that with the third generation of Optimus, we're really going to see something that is, essentially kind of a commercial grade, let's call it, a pre-production prototype with the third generation. And Tesla's already using Optimus both in its own factories as well as its offices. And it's, of course, every month it's testing, it's iterating, it's upgrading its software. And by 2026, it's announced that it will go into full production and it will be making the Optimus humanoid robots available to consumers. So this isn't something that's 5 years out. This
Right.
is something that's right around the corner. They're going to use it internally, probably for about 12 months, and then make it available to the external market.
That's all very quick timeline, as you said. And I know all of those announcements and those launches to the public will mean moves in the stock price. We've already seen so much of that right now. When do you expect the next big announcements around Optimus that might send the stock surging again?
I expect that will happen absolutely within the first half of 2026. So if I really had to take a guess, I would say within 3 or 4 months from today, we're going to get a really clear view in terms of how quickly Optimus has progressed. The software development as well as the hardware development, and particularly the hands, is probably the most important thing for the purpose of for a general purpose humanoid robot capable of both industrial or enterprise and even, home or healthcare settings. And the significance of this and why Tesla will continue to increase in value as a company is that this market, my own estimations are, there will be more than 1 billion humanoid robots on the planet. There's a strong argument for saying that there'll be at least one humanoid robot for every human on the planet in time. But I think in a much shorter term frame, they're going to have so much utility, and price points will be accessible enough for both consumer markets as well as healthcare settings. And when it comes to industrial and enterprise settings, the return on investment will be very quick. It'll be less than a year because of the utility that these general purpose humanoid robots provide. So that's remarkable. This is more than a $25 trillion market. Tesla on its current path will absolutely be the most valuable company in the world over the course of the next several years.
Now, that big announcement that Jeff was waiting on in December could happen yet this month and could have an impact on the stock. If you want to hear more about what Jeff has to say about Tesla and its future, check out his latest offer video where he shares a lot more of his knowledge about Tesla, along with some stock picks that could rise right alongside Tesla's robotics future. Let us know what you think. Do you think an announcement in their robotics or Optimus developments could change what's happening with Tesla right now? Or are you just waiting for the stock to drop even lower before you consider investing again? Thanks again for watching, everyone, and for sharing your opinion on what's going on in the market today. As always, happy investing.